The cessation of the 11-year-long horrific war in Sierra Leone led to the establishment of the TRC report, which not only investigated the causes of the conflict but also provided crucial recommendations, including psychosocial support for war victims. As the years have passed, those who lost their limbs, often impacting their ability to earn a living, have seen limited progress in the implementation of these recommendations. Joseph Kaifala, principal of the Memory and Reparation Center, believes that every Sierra Leonean carries a moral responsibility for the welfare of these victims.
We have brought you here today for this exhibition, which we call Confrontations, because really the matter now for the center is for you to confront your past and to deal squarely with the remaining issues from the Sierra Leonean Civil War, particularly the conditions of the victims of that conflict. The TRC did a fantastic job. It realized that we were all affected by that civil war one way or another. So it did not recommend reparations, at least material reparations for everyone. But it created a category of people whose suffering was more severe than the rest of us, and instructed this country to continue to take care of them, necessarily so. It's not because they were the only victims, but their victimization created a lasting pain and suffering that we needed to help take care of. We have not done that.
The amputees, both men and women, young and old, endured unimaginable suffering during the war. Despite calls for forgiveness and reconciliation, the scars of the past continue to haunt them. Adama Suma, whose hand was severed as a baby, recounts the ongoing challenges faced by her fellow amputees.
The life for the amputee world is not really easy. Every person is find it difficult for now.
Our situation has always been incredibly difficult. Some of my colleagues have lost both their limbs. Even for those who were fortunate enough to keep theirs, life is a constant struggle. I myself lost both parents at a young age. The same time, my hand was chopped off. My brother has been my sole caretaker ever since. While some were lucky enough to receive accommodation from friends of Norway, others are forced to live on the street. We plead with the government to offer any assistance they can. No amount of help is too small.
So may they appeal to the government say, let them not forget me.
The 7,500 donation to the Amputee and War Wounded Association was met with gratitude by the chairman, who expressed appreciation for the center's generosity.
I say that we forgive and forget. How we forget? Because things the way we suppose will make we forget the way we address them.
They have asked us to forgive and forget. But how can we do that when the underlying issues remain unaddressed? Nevertheless, we appreciate the organizers for commemorating this day. We hope that this will not be a one-time event. We also extend our gratitude for the charity work.
For me, we visit the charity recommendation, put the charity.
Among the attendees were prominent figures, including Nasu Fofana and Josephine Kamara, who donated 7,000 and 10,000 leones respectively. While these donations are undoubtedly valuable, the amputees yearn for sustainable means of income that will enable them to become self-reliant. Memunatu Suma, AYV News, Freetown.